Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 17 of the 2025 NFL season, and Merry Christmas. This week, the Vikings are hosting the Detroit Lions, and they're having their annual whiteout, so excuse the distinct lack of Christmas flair. I'm doing this for the whiteout. I also did not have an intro video. It's because, one, it's a holiday and very busy on a short week, but also because I am hoping to pull together a really fun finale for week 18, but it might wind up having to be the postseason just with the way things are going. But before we talk about today's game, and I'll be brief because we all have family to get to, right? And I hope you all can forgive me. I did go a little bit off the map. It's not a beer per se. But this week I am having the Cold Brews craft cocktail from Bold Move Beverages. American whiskey and cold brew coffee, 6% alcohol by volume, 0 sugar. It just seemed like a nice, it's Christmas Day. You want to sip some coffee and open presents and everything. So it seemed a little bit on theme. Dare to try something bold? Cold Brews is an energizing boozy coffee cocktail made for a new generation. Our premium cocktails combine two of the world's most beloved drinks, coffee and whiskey, to create an uncompromising experience for you and your friends. Kickstart your adventure wherever it might lead. It's your move. Be bold. Sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free. Let's see how it tastes. Ooh, it already smells very distinctly coffee. I think it said, so this is the original black. Yeah, I couldn't remember if there was something about vanilla in these, but I don't. Freshly brewed Arabica coffee, extracted from premium vanilla beans, blended with American whiskey and bourbon, shake well before opening. Dark, as you'd expect from coffee. Skal, fytrir. Okay, so I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I don't typically like coffee, especially by itself. Some cream in it goes a long ways, often protein powder for me. I do like coffee stouts, so I thought the coffee would make sense. It lacks the sweetness that a lot of stouts have, I think. It is very good. I would imagine coffee drinkers would probably like it, especially black coffee drinkers. The vanilla I don't get so much. This just seems like coffee. Honestly, I don't even get the whiskey. There is a bit of a sourness to it, but I guess the coffee overpowers that. Overall smooth, but yeah, as someone who gets most of their coffee exposure from coffee stouts, it is not fair to this beer or to this cocktail. But I guess I'm usually used to like the much thicker feel of a stout or a porter with coffee in it, and this is just coffee, so it's a little more watery, I guess, for lack of a better word, but not bad. It is bitter. It just tastes like coffee to me. I might be getting a little bit of vanilla here on the second sip, maybe like right at the beginning. But yeah, then the coffee becomes kind of the primary taste. But maybe I'll pick up on more notes as I continue tasting. So yeah, if you like coffee, worth a try. Cold brews from Bold Move Beverages. All right. I'll be brief because really the season's basically over. The Vikings play the Lions this week and then the Packers next week. It's interesting. The Lions, I believe, last time I checked, have a 4% chance to make the playoffs. They need to win out, and they need the Packers to lose out to get into the playoffs. So I expect that we'll be facing a fairly motivated Lions team who, we play them tomorrow, or today, I guess, by the time this goes up. And the Packers don't play till Saturday. So after Saturday, the Lions would know if they still have a chance or not. The Vikings, their season's been over for weeks, but they are in the midst of a 3 or 4 game winning streak now. Admittedly, mostly against teams that they should have beaten. So it makes sense. They are playing the Lions without their starting right tackle, their starting left tackle, one of their running backs, their center, their quarterback. Technically, their backup quarterback, Rosemer, being their third string quarterback. The season's basically over. There's some fun things to watch. Hopefully it'd be fun for Brosmer, back in Minnesota, to see him do some cool things, throw for a couple 100 yards and maybe a couple touchdowns, maybe redeem himself a little bit from that, ugly outing in Seattle. The Lions' defensive secondary is really banged up and depleted. I think Amik Robertson's kind of like the last name that they have back there. So it's a much softer competition for them. But I do think Aiden Hutchinson, the defensive lineman for the Lions, is going to have a field day against that Vikings offensive line full of backups and replacements. So it could be a long day for Brosmer. Some things that are interesting: Jordan Mason's out. Does that mean that Aaron Jones gets a workhorse kind of workload? Or because he's also banged up and the season's over and he's 31, do they give him some runs, see how things are going, and then really start getting a better look at Ty Chandler and Xavier Scott? I don't remember what the exact number is, but I know Justin Jefferson is cruising for his 1,000-yard season, is striving for a 1,000-yard season, some kind of redeeming quality on the year. And the Vikings defense continues to shut out opposing passing attacks. So the Vikings are basically playing for pride. I guess the dream scenario for Viking fans would be that they look really good, or they show some kind of sign of life on offense, have a good game defensively, and then still just lose because then their draft position gets better. But I will never root for the Vikings to lose. I will just expect it. Hopefully, we'll be able to pull a video together for next week. I don't know if my fun season-ending intro will be ready, but we'll see. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. And, of course, a Happy New Year. Skal, fytrir. And go Vikings.